Hi everyone, it's December 15, 2012. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. And today we're going to play a game. It's been several days since the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, and today we're going to play the blame game because, well, all sorts of vermin have been in and out of the woodwork blaming this, that, the other damn thing. You know, you got Mike Huckabee, the former governor of Arkansas. He was a presidential candidate, remember? He wanted the Republican nomination to be this country's president. He says it's because we've kicked God out of schools. God got pissed off and sent this shooter. And that's what's happened with all the school shootings, is that, you know, God is pissed off at us for ushering him or her or whatever out, because, you know, we didn't, you know, worship Zeus or Apollo either. They might have got pissed. Odin is really known for that shit. You know, there's a few other gods around who, you know, get mightily ticked, you know, Mars, Ares, Shiva, you know, things like that. But, you know, according to Mike Huckabee, it's because we got God out of schools this kind of thing happens. And of course there's the various nefarious experts who said, well, it's video games, man, they're so violent and people kill, kids kill and on these video games. You know, they've been saying the same friggin' thing about video games all the way back to pinball games and comic books. For God's sakes, let's blame this inanimate object that sole purpose is entertainment and amusement. But, like I said, the nefarious experts want to chime in and say, oh, it's the games, man. And, of course, there's the gun nuts, both sides. You know, oh, we gotta, you know, collect all the guns up and yada, 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 keep the children safe by collecting the guns. God put rocks out there too. You gonna collect all of them? How about drunk drivers? How the hell this shooter got into because schools nowadays are only supposed to have one unlocked entrance. It's got to come by the office, and security guards are supposed to be there because of school shootings. Although, you know, with today's economic problems, well, hell, we'll get rid of the guards because they're unimportant. And like I said, you got the other side too, the asshole Republican who said, well, I wish the principal had a gun. Oh yeah, I can see this principal. The guy's probably got a master's degree and doesn't use a gun for anything other than maybe a paperweight or to look at in a history book. And he's going to troop down the hallway shooting at a shooter. Yeah, right. Have you never heard of ricochets? How about stray bullets? Friendly fucking fire, it's called. The kid will still be dead, but it was the principal then. And then we can blame somebody else because he didn't go to the target range, like a yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Like I said, nuts on both sides of this. Basically what it boils down to is, and, you know, for God's sakes, a little bit of history here. Way back, I think it was 63, 64, somewhere in that generalized area of time, there was an American pop artist by the name of Andy Warhol who said, everyone gets 15 minutes of fame. And for those select few who have no talent, no ambition, no will, well, they can go grab a gun, because, let's face it, guns are relatively easy to get a hold of. If you're 18, you get a rifle, an assault rifle, have a happy day. I've talked about this before. It ain't the gun that did it. It's the coward pulling the trigger. He got his fame. He's been mentioned in all the papers. All the radio and TV shows around the world have said his name. I'm not saying his name. He's a bloody-ass coward. They all are cowards. To do this type of thing is the utmost of cowardice. They don't deserve to have their names told. Find his grave, piss on it. That's what he deserves. He shot himself, the uttermost act of cowardice. Instead of, preaching his case in a court of law, he shot himself. This is a guy who's a coward. He's a nutcase coward, but he is first and foremost, always was, always will be, a rat coward. That's who gets blamed. The coward. Not the tool he used, not the video games, not the keeping God or gods out of the schools. Blame the coward. Who's to bless and who's to blame? Remember that song by Chris Christopherson? Well, you bless the children. They're dead. We're traumatized for a good 10 years. You bless the children. But you blame the coward. The rest of them, they're posturing because they want to be back on TV. They're extending their 15 minutes, maybe make another run at a presidential nomination. You got Shirley Ropes, whatever her name is, the Westboro Baptist Church. They were going to go down to, or come up to Newtown, Connecticut, and do this protest at the elementary school. And the KKK was going to be there to do a protest against them. See, it, like I said, it draws all the vermin right out of the woodwork. You got 20 dead children, the KKK, and Shirley Phelps Roper, or is it Doper, I'm not sure, whatever. The daughter of the Reverend Fred Phelps, who says, let's bring the hate back to Christianity. These things happen because God hates fags. There we go again. Another coward. Preaching hate, not love. And blaming everything but the correct thing to blame. The coward who did it. It's time we swept the vermin back under the rug. Throw them down the toilet. What have you. And it's time to put the blame squarely where it belongs. On the shoulders of the shooter, the coward. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's the Schmuck Look. Peace.